Yeah, I'm going to talk about Akash Singh. When it comes to the podcast world, I don't think I'm relevant yet. Tu comprends? I don't think our podcast has made it to that stride, like we said last time.
C'est pas grâce à Akash non plus, là.
100%. I want this to be clear. I'm not pretending to know exactly what's going on. I'm not pretending to be in anybody else's shoes. I will say this. I feel this needs to resonate with whoever it resonates with. I think the disrespect that when you made it to a certain point, the disconnection that you can have with a fan base, I think is weird. I feel that it's a character flaw. Because this man, this is crazy what I just heard today.
Bon.
Andrew Schultz is a multi-million selling ticket comedian that started a podcast out of nothing, which is called Flagrant. He started it with Akaash. They started out of nothing. They created one of the most successful Patreon. He made Andrew and specifically Akaash, because if you listen to the story of how they started the podcast, Akaash is the one that said we need to put the Patreon on because I don't have any money no more. Mm-hmm. He wasn't making it with comedy.
Yeah, no.
He went on an interview on Ant 97 recently, and he said that. He's the one that said that. He said, I pushed Andrew to do the Patreon because I needed money. That he said it. Fast forward to today, you have one of the most successful podcasts in the world. Mm-hmm. Most successful Patreon in the world. And today, they announced that you're leaving because you couldn't take the fact that your girl made a mistake?
What do you mean? Leaving what? The podcast?
Akash Singh is leaving Flagrant.
Because?
Because of the comments, because people are disagreeing with the way that
because the fan base were talking shit about it as well.
Yeah.
And what's the problem for you?
I think it's completely bonkers. I think it's out of whack. I think it
Well, I mean,
and you don't even have the courtesy to go on the podcast, announce it yourself, and say bye to the people that paid for your lifestyle.
Can I say this though? I mean, I hear what you're saying. To each their own to what they feel they owe their fan base. I'm never going to tell a person how they should behave in terms of their private life. Some people can handle certain pressures better than others. But truth be told, I would say that the vast majority would stop watching Flagrant if Andrew Schultz decided to leave the pod. I don't think that his involvement in the pod is cared for that much to the point where people are gonna gloss over this fairly quickly, I think, personally.
Okay, and this is where,
especially with everything that happened regarding his wife. Whatever fan that he may have had, I'm pretty sure he's lost a few, or at least a lot of them are looking at him some type of way since the bullshit, you know, with the comments that she was making and everything. So.
Let me push back on this, okay? This is what I think. I think, you know what it is, Gab? I think it's like LS Cream. You know everything has to center back to LS Cream, right?
I never noticed.
There's a lot of people that were vocal about LS when I started, right? Oh, this is not real cremas, regardless of the explanation that I was giving, regardless of what was written on the damn bottle, right? You know? But these were the most vocal ones. But then it goes on the shelf, and then you're sold out there. You're sold out over there. You're sold out in another store, right? Okay? And then you keep on selling out, right? These people never went online to say how much they liked it. Mm-hmm. But when sometimes, you know, I would cross them in the street or whatever, or at Carrefour Laval or whatever and stuff like that, mm-hmm. and they would come up to me and say, "Oh my God, continue! I bought 3 bottles yesterday. I bought this last week, or whatever, right? You know, whatever, or semi-private DMs or stuff like that, right?" The reason I was saying this is because there was a lot of people talking shit about Akaash in the comments ever since this scandal happened, and mm-hmm. I think what really killed it for them or what's the expression? Went over the top. What was the expression?
what?
Sealed the deal. What has sealed it, in terms of him not coming back on Flagrant, was that episode that they did where they brought his girl. So just for people that don't know. So Akash Singh, his girl, went on podcasts. She had her own podcast before. It's canceled now. She stopped doing it, but she basically said demeaning stuff about all type of things, disrespectful thing about Akash, and and saying, and the thing that was crazy, she said on the podcast that she would like to sleep with her co-host's
husband, a threesome, and all that
or something like that, like.
But
right?
In all honesty, it wasn't just the disrespect. Also, it's just that Akash had, or at least from my perspective, the type of image that he projected went against a lot of the stuff that you found out that he goes through or lives with, in the sense that you would see or hear him calling such and such a cock, or whatever, only to find out you're pretty much one of the biggest.
Exactly.
Because I think it mostly started off in that way, and the fact that we're seeing him in a different light, but it wouldn't go away. It continued because she never stopped afterwards, right? It never stopped, and then he would kind of like brush it off as if it's like you thought he was one thing, only to realize you have no idea who this person is.
And again, I want to be clear on this. Akash has the right to love his wife the way that he wants to. She has the right to behave that way. But to me, what's bonkers to me is you built something with your friends. This podcast resonated with a lot of people, men and women, mostly men. But you were saying earlier, I think that, Akash is leaving. I don't think it's a big deal.
And also, you can't expect him to value his podcast more than his wife. You can. I mean, you can feel that way, but that's you. If a person can put his family, friends, whatever before,
I understand. Okay. Good point. Okay, good point. You know what I would expect? This is what I would expect. Okay, Gabby, tell me this. Okay,
you're talking about character now. Like some kind of a formal whatever, like to officially do it like the proper way. We've already seen what his character looks like.
The announcement today, I was reading the comments. A lot of the comments are saying, bro, they're saying, Akash, listen, bro, we got your back. Like, it's fine. But, bro, the fact that you couldn't even come on to say it to our face.
But how was it announced?
Let me show you.
I would say probably Andrew, because Andrew's
Welcome to Flagrant. Schultze here, Alex Media, Marky Gagnon, Miles is back there, and we're on the West Coast. Thank you, Alex Media, for hosting us in WTF Media Los Angeles Studios. Beautiful, lovely.
Nice.
Don't you guys dare say you like this better. Way too much money on that podcast studio in New York City. But come check out the podcast here if you guys are in town. Now, we got to address the elephant in the room, no pun intended. Okay? As I'm sure you guys are aware, our boy Akash, he really went through it earlier this year, showed amazing resilience and, selling out Radio City recently, setting records in Toronto, just crushing stand-up around the globe, and literally just like living the dreams that he would tell me about at 2 a.m. when we're eating fucking egg sandwiches at Veselka. So it's been amazing to see, but the experience has put things in perspective for him. And he has made the decision to focus all of his energy on stand-up. He is going to be stepping away from the pod. It is bittersweet. We wish that he did not want to do that. But at the same time, it's very hard not to root for your friend, literally living his dreams. And if he feels he's got to give everything to that, then that's exactly what he's got to do. And we're going to rock with him. We hope you guys continue to rock with him. Go check out the show. We saw the show Radio City. It's phenomenal. You guys should absolutely go check it out. AkashSingh.com. For tickets. So we just wanted to, clear the air. Akash hasn't been on the pod for a while. We thought it was time that we, talk to you guys about it. Thoughts, boys?
It's bittersweet because this is my brother. I love him.
Okay, I don't need to hear the bullshit.
I was here day one of this podcast, and it's like, all right, we were started together, end together. Bad boys for life.
Yeah.
Some gay shit,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, man, I'm proud of him. I'm just so fucking proud, like, being at Radio City and just seeing,
Crazy.
like, just everybody was animated, like, they loved it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just proud of him, and I think back to when we surprised him when I came home from Sweden.
Oh yeah, his reaction was incredible.
His reaction, like he didn't even care. The cameras are there. Jumped up, gave me the biggest fucking bear hug. I didn't know he was that strong.
Yeah, for those of you guys, maybe newer listeners, Alex got locked up when we were on tour in Sweden, and we didn't tell Akash that he got out.
Yeah.
There's another episode where he just bursts in the room, and Akash sees him for the first time, thinking he was in jail the whole time, and Akash just goes crazy, and it was just pure love. It was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love you, brother, but you know, we'll see each other, so it's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool to see all the venues he's selling out.
Honestly, I didn't need to hear what he had to say about Akash. I mean, Sebastian, whatever. But again, his character had already been put on display for months now. So him leaving the way he left, although like they kept saying bittersweet, can't say I'm surprised. If you look at how he's been behaving and how he handled everything, I'm not surprised.
That's a good point.
Not surprised.
That's a good point. I shouldn't be surprised. I was expecting this, to be honest, so I'm not surprised also. So I guess, just to be clear, I wasn't surprised. I agree with you. I wasn't surprised.
At this point, honestly, the first thing I remember you thinking, with everything that's been happening, the last thing I'm hoping not to hear is that, divorce all of a sudden. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
I wish him the best. That's all I got.
Yeah, so I think that's what it is. I think the reason why is because I feel that there's so much of us that's out there that's like, you know, especially in the podcast world, it doesn't matter where your podcast stands or whatever. Like we're building communities and we're linking up and me personally, you know, to be honest, like again, everything been linked to LS Cream. Remember that my bottle was in the back bar in the beginning of that podcast, right? You know, for a long time. You know, I respect those guys. You know, like they showed me love, and you know, so.
Hey, listen, you say it could have been just one, but whatever. Again, let's let's go with what we know, and what we know is the bottle was there. Who's the lead man on the podcast?
For sure.
If it wasn't for Andrew, and if he didn't fuck with you in somewhere in the bottle wouldn't be there.
For sure.
If Akash wanted the bottle to be there, but that Andrew did not want it to be there, what do you think would happen?
No, I get it.
I'm just saying, like.
So, and again, you know, that's not.
Like, I don't know if you met Akash.
I did. Okay. So it's not like as if he would remember me, whatever. But I mean, so. I guess to my point, I think what I wanted to say is that I really feel that you should be a man enough to, first of all, come on your platform that you built, you know,
help build,
you know, and announce the reason why you're leaving. Your reason is your reason. You don't owe. I was going to say you don't owe anything. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, technically speaking, you don't owe anything to no one.
I think there's a right way of doing things, but I don't think it's the least that he can do, in the sense that at the end of the day, his family is more important. Maybe he's not in a state of mind to be able to do it or do it properly. God knows. I don't know. I haven't seen him in public doing some kind of public exchange in a minute.
He did an interview with Art 97, like I told you.
Okay. And then they just said that he hasn't been on the pod for a while.
Yep.
Clearly, it's a problem for him. It's an issue for him.
Yep.
Only he knows.
But I feel it's an issue with his girl. I think what's happening right now is that I think his girl, because remember, his girl went on her TikTok because she's still talking. So that's the whole thing. This whole mess started because of his girl. because of the statements that she was doing on her podcast, right? Or on her TikTok, right? Basically saying that she's using him for his money, basically, saying that if he wouldn't have any money, and then Akash is out there saying, oh yeah, but she was sleeping on the couch with me when we didn't have any money and she stick around and whatever. Yeah, she was praying for you guys to make money because at one point she was going to leave you, basically, that's what everybody's thinking. But I think what it is I don't want to put judgment too much on the relationship because everybody goes through financial strain, even people, celebrities and stuff like that, and that could be a lot for a relationship. So it's fine, okay? My point is like exactly what you said. It's the way that things are done, right? So you're going out there, you're talking shit on podcasts and stuff like that. When you see that it blows up because everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it, right? It was online. Remember online? Like all the feeds, YouTube, like everybody, like Instagram, TikTok, everybody's talking about it. Everybody has an opinion about it, right? Clearly you missed the mark. Oh, you're saying this is what I meant. Okay. You still missed the mark, right? So when you're out there saying, oh yeah, I wanted to do a threesome, or my men's balls stink, and or you're saying, oh my God, it's gonna be my man's birthday. I don't want to do anything for him because it's really complicated. Like was the right term? Like it annoys me to have to do something nice for him on his birthday. He should be the one taking care of me still, or whatever. When you're out there saying all of that, and for you it's jokes, but you're dead serious looking at the camera saying it, okay, just admit that it looks bad.
Okay.
And
she has or he has?
No, you need to. This is what they should have done.
Who?
The girl.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, and then Akash goes and said, yeah, I mean, what she did was fucked up. Like, I don't condone this type of thing, but like, whatever. But she's still my girl, and I'm gonna ride with her.
Yeah.
That's it. But problem solved.
Hey man, listen, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that none of us are in a position to tell him what to do. I think that as a fan or as a person that used to follow him in his career, you have every right to be disappointed, but that's about as far as it goes.
Yeah.
You can't tell people what to do. You can't whatever. They have their life to live, and it's up to them. You can wish them the best and you can be hopeful, but that's about it, man.
Yeah.
Like you telling them that you should have done this, you should have done that. Well, a lot of people should have done all kinds of shit.
No, and I think, what it is? It's just the proof that, when people are successful, it doesn't mean that they know what they're doing.
Well, I mean, the main reason why all of this happened is because she exposed him. Mm-hmm. She exposed a lot about him. The people were kind of like disgusted. They're like, holy shit, you are not who we thought you to be based on us following your career. That's it. Like, she treated him the way that she did, and he did nothing. But when you would hear him talk about other people's business, didn't seem like he was that type of person. That's how all of this really, really developed. After that, it's just her continuing on with the abuse, so to speak, quote unquote abuse. And we're realizing that, yeah, man, I don't want to, call him any names, but he is who he is. That's it, bro. I don't know. I mean, it's like.
At the very least, Akash, you should have come, you should have came on the pod one last time. Just say goodbye to your fans and whatever. So, I mean, people are speculating that it might not be totally over, but the way that, they're on their official clip channel, they're saying, addressing Akash Singh leaving the pod. Okay. Look at the comments. Let's see the comments. You read.
No, bro, we need to wrap up. We have a Patreon to do. I'm not going to start reading comments. I mean, again, poor Akash, his lady sunk his battleship. But I mean, again, it's the same thing.
Damn, she really messed up his life.
Basically, all of the comments, I bet you, okay, let me read a couple. Damn, she really messed up his life. The woman you marry is so important. I love the PR, sorry. I love the PR spin following his dreams to pursue his stand to full time.
Stand up. Right.
R.I.P. to Akash manhood. I mean, people lost respect for him. The only thing about all of this is that he didn't put his foot down. Mm. But before all of this, we thought that he was the type of man who would put his foot down.
Yes.
And no. So when you see people for who they really are, and it goes completely against, maybe not completely against, but it goes against certain not principles, but the reasons why you even follow the person in the first place. And you're like, hey, the reason why I used to follow you is because I thought you were this, that, this, and that. And now you're like, oh shit, I don't even know who you really are. Then,
because I think there's a balance between, because I remember when I started dating Miriam and she met some of my friends, she had issues with one particular person in my friend group. And at that time, and again, I just want to be sure everybody understands, I am not even remotely saying that you should put your friends in front of the person that you're either going to marry, want to marry, or even in a relationship with, or whatever. If you think that person is the right person for you, you're going to spend the rest of your life with it, like, you should put that person first, always. I'm saying there's a way to communicate that. There's a way to say to your significant other, no, listen, I love you, and I'm going to do everything to make you happy. But what you're not going to do is X, Y, and Z.
What you're saying, I understand that principles-wise, he should have done something. That would be like the right thing, professional thing to do, whatever. In terms to your example, I think it's a bit of a false parallel because the person she had a preconceived thought of a person that she doesn't know nearly as well as you do.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you thought that it wasn't something worth fighting for, you wouldn't have. Whereas he's basically not only putting his wife first, but I think he's also showing that he doesn't have what it takes to do the right thing.
Right.
That's all I got for that, man.
Yeah.
He felt it was easier to just, you know what, I'm out.
So I don't know where Flagrant is going. I just wanted to, because I wanted to say that earlier, but we got caught up in our back and forth. I disagree. I think that one of the appeal of Flagrant, the podcast itself, was the diversity in terms of the ethnic background of everyone. Let's all remember that even though Andrew was always a bigger draw than Akash, they were both on, in terms of like, in terms of the marketing, in terms of like, the branding itself, Akash's name was on there. And let's all remember the initial setup which was Andrew on the left, Akaash on the right, or vice versa, whatever, like in terms of the setup, of what it was, But
you don't feel that with everything that's happened, people don't see and take what he says the same way, Akaash?
So wait,
so whatever that you just said about what he brought to the table in terms of the show changed because of all this.
Okay, so
in terms of how people would receive him.
Okay, I will give you this. If indeed he would be on the pod and not even address the elephant in the room by himself, and basically say what I said, which is, guys, I love my girl, I'm not gonna leave her. So like, forget that. Like, I understand what you guys are saying, but like, I don't care.
That's something, yeah, for sure.
Like,
but he did
carry on with your lives, and then whatever. And and if you don't like my opinion about other people, like when we're gonna talk about other people, whatever, that's on you. But yes.
But even if he had done that, that would have been more into character of what people thought he was.
Exactly.
The type of person that he is. Sorry.
Exactly.
Or was.
So after that, and again, and I want to finish with this, what bothered me was more, okay, so that was my point. So he's, let me show you real quick. I know what you're thinking, but trust me again. So he was saying this, gosh, wait up. Oh, okay, of course. He was basically complaining because there was some seats left at his show at what's it called, the Radio City Hall, Radio City, the whatever.
Venue, yes.
Right, and there was some seats left, and he wanted to sell out. And he was on his Instagram asking people to go. He was talking, explaining. And in my head, I was like, I even wrote a comment. I was like, bro, why are you on there complaining about? He was not complaining. He was not complaining himself. He was just saying, "Hey guys, we need to sell out, like whatever, blah 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 blah." A few weeks before your show is on, and I'm like, "You left your platform?" so, bro, don't get it twisted. Like Andrew got big as his podcast got big.
Okay.
You know. But you're out there asking people on your Instagram to go buy tickets when you left the platform that could. I don't know if you understand, and you're out there going to nice.
I don't see it the way you do. I mean, the guy said he wants to go full-fledged into his comedy, so that's what he's doing.
I can't find a video, but
You're
whatever.
basically saying that, okay, he left his platform that was already helping his own career. Therefore, what the fuck is he doing trying to promote his career? Because he left his platform?
No. So I'm basically saying
That you think he's moving in a stupid manner, but
Yeah.
he has only he knows. But again, what you need to understand is that when you're not in the person's shoes, you do not know how the person thinks, feels.
Right.
And yes, you would like him to, but the rest is nitpicking. We
Right.
already established that he should have at least made some kind of an announcement. But for him, there must be something big enough for him to say, "Fuck it, I'm leaving this. That's bringing me this much into my life."
Right.
And these are the elements that you do not have.
Right.
Therefore, everything that you're saying after that is just nitpicking.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right that it sounds fucked up and it's wrong and he should have done this and that. But at some point, like, okay, the guy has pretty much been beaten down enough by his wife already. Let's see what he does with his career and wish him the best. But I'm not going to be like, look at this idiot promoting his career after he left the biggest. Yes, we already established that was that was a fucked up move for his career.
yeah.
So let's just move on.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, guys. I just wanted to point that out because I think it's completely bonkers.
Mind-boggling,
But it's like,
Hey, man, people's character.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyways, it is what it is. Bon, guys.